you that they're about to be back on camera. It's useful when they might have cut away to a pre-recorded video or to another studio. And also, it denotes that the text below is theirs to read. So they're going to be reading those lines. So when you have more than one anchor in a studio, you don't want people stepping on one another's part of the script. Or if you're interacting with another studio and transitioning from one show to the other, as sometimes they do, you don't want anyone to sort of step on one another's lines. Assisting the anchors is a teleprompter operator who controls the movement of the teleprompter. And their job is to keep pace with however fast or slow the anchor is speaking. So they don't want to be speeding up like I'm doing right now. That would anchors usually speak at a rate of 150 to 175 words per minute, which sounds like an awful lot, but it's about the same as you would speak in day-to-day conversation. Unlike anchors or meteorologists who deliver the weather forecast, they actually improvise. They don't have a script. Everything they describe is off the cuff. Now, if I stand over here, you guys can obviously see that graphic on those monitors. Obviously, the screen behind me is blank. I do have a side monitor right here to guide me as I describe the forecast, but it's a little challenging to be accurate in my movements, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So this is why you don't tend to see meteorologists point at stuff directly, because if they were to try and do that, it would be very easy to point to the wrong thing. So, if you're not paying enough attention, or if you're not keeping track of the side monitor right here, you could end up pointing to Atlanta instead of pointing to Boston. And that's just a tiny movement from my hand there. So when you guys are watching, you'll see they tend to move what we call non-committal gestures. So it's these sort of sweeping movements. They're sort of circular ones as they're indicating an area. They're never resting their hands or pointing at one specific area. It's these kind of gentle, generalized movements. The technology we use here is called the chroma key system. You guys probably know it by its more commonly used name. Any guesses? Hint right there.
Green screen?
Yes, sir. Green screen. And you can also get blue screens as well. And it works by having a computer chip inside the camera, and when it senses that particular shade of green, it inserts the graphic instead. The reason that blue or green are chosen are because neither of those pigments are typically found in human skin tone, I guess bar any major tattoos, something like that. It's also used a lot in Hollywood. Are you guys familiar with a little film called Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Vaguely familiar with that? Yeah. I think it was a hit, right? Now, does anyone want to volunteer so I can demonstrate how the invisibility cloak worked? All right, coming up. You actually, I might not even. Yeah, you're green already. So let's see what happens. It's pretty cool. Oh, this is great. So you're the exact right shade. I was going to demonstrate with this invisibility cloak. I can make something of a headless effect to turn people invisible. But yeah, so that works perfectly. Yep.
Do your pose when you went like this. Do the thing when you put your hands on your hips. So again. 3, 2, 1, smile.
Great. All right, thank you so much for your volunteer, guys. Thank you, sir.
The weather here in the United States is fine. I could get way back.
You could. That was very good. Over the past years, we have been updating, though. The chroma key system still gets a lot of use in local stations, and you'll see it. You'll see it internationally as well. But more and more, we're using this. It's called the Magic Wall. It's a giant touch screen. It works a lot like your iPads at home, your personal electronics like that. You can upload different apps and graphics onto it and manipulate them. So it allows us to be more dynamic and more accurate. We can bring up our weather map onto it and point at stuff specifically, which is great. We even have this cool app. This is one of our apps here, which is sort of our version of Google Earth. And I can give us street views on the location. So this one's actually set up for 45 bureaus worldwide. But it's really great. I can put stuff in context really quickly and easily, whether it's as an anchor talking about incident downtown and what happened, when, and where, and how things progressed, or talking about the weather and what neighborhoods might have been affected by flooding or by a storm, any number of things really. So it's a really great tool. Does anyone have any questions?
Is that tool going to go into schools, do you think, eventually?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, right now you already have a lot of schools where you have interactive keyboards, or not keyboards,
whiteboards.
Yeah, whiteboards. And so you'll have ones where they can they're already interactive. You can use digital stuff on them. They work very similarly, and you can even have them hooked up to a computer. So you can, teachers can show what's on their computer to students, and it's really good for PowerPoint, presentations, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. I think these particular screens are very expensive. They're a little more advanced than the ones you get in schools, but I think eventually we're definitely moving that way. Any other questions?